Hey, Halcyon Waters. I hope you guys are having a great day. I just want to put together this quick little video for you on how to use your TRX suspension training system that has been installed in your gym. Now, if you've seen it, you'll notice that yours will be attached to the wall. So slightly different setup to what we have here. It does not have any bearing on the exercise, on the exercise that you'll be able to do. And you'll also notice that with the wall there, you guys do have a metal plate against the wall. One that is just for wall protection, but also for your protection and safety, and so that should you get your feet up to the wall, there's no slipping or anything like that. Now, you might be wondering what you're going to do with your feet on the wall, but that will become more apparent over time. First of all, the initial setup. If you ever come in and the straps are not on the wall, all you need to do is you've got your clip. That's how easy it is to disassemble. You just loop it around. The wall mount. Just bring it down. You can see all these little grooves here. You can choose one that you like that brings it to the proper height, and then just slide that back in, and you're ready to go. Now, how high should you have it? Well, when it comes down to the straps themselves, you want the base of the handles, or I like to have the base of the handles about 100 mil or 10 centimeters off the floor. So that'll be about right, just right there. As you progress and as you become more familiar with them, you can adjust the length of the straps. And you'll notice, I'll just see if you can see that, it's a bit tricky with the black. You've got a buckle and you've got a yellow tag. So to shorten the straps, you would I would suggest grabbing. Yours are going to be fairly new straps, so they might be a little bit stiff. You're going to grab that tag, you're going to pull the buckle down towards you, and with that hand, you're just going to drag the tag up the straps. We'll do that with both. So once again, grabbing the tag with one hand, draw the clip, or the buckle with the other, and you're just going to pull the tag up. So you can see they sit up a lot higher now. So you can do a few different exercises, which you'll learn over down the track. To lengthen them, we would use both hands this time. So make sure that the buckles are facing you, or facing towards you. Grab your thumbs. You're just going to pull the buckles down, and then just stepping back. You're using your own body weight. We're just going to slide and lengthen the straps. And then once they let go, I can probably go a little bit longer. Perfect, and that'll be perfect height for me. Now I always like to grab my handles so that the tags are on the bottom when I'm about to use them. So a few things to remember when using your TRX system to make sure that it lasts the longest. We always want to make sure that when we're doing the exercise, we keep tension on the straps. We don't want them to go slack, because one, that'll put pressure and tension on the straps that we don't necessarily want. And that will also put tension and stress through your body, and not in a good way. So I always want to make sure that we keep a tension on the straps so they stay nice and straight, and that goes regardless of what exercise you're doing. If you find that you pull yourself up, you're going to kind of fall back into the movement. If you're doing that, I'd probably say the exercise is a little bit too easy. So I'm going to show you ways on how to make exercises, just a little bit more challenging so that you progress constantly. Excuse me. Also, one thing to remember is that the closer your feet are together, the more you're going to engage your core. The farther out or the wider they are, the more stable you're going to be, but the less you're going to rely on those core muscles. So find a level of resistance that you're happy with, and you'll find some exercise you do need to have your feet a little bit wider, and you'll find some exercise you're quite comfortable to have your feet very close together. So we're going to start off with 3 very basic exercises that I get all my clients to start with. The first, as you know, I'm sure you probably guessed it, is going to be a squat. With this exercise, you're going to face the anchor point. And when I refer to the anchor point, basically it's just where the straps attach to the wall mount. So what we're going to do is find a position that we're comfortable with. Lean it back. Keep your arms straight. We're going to take your feet hip width apart. And from here, you're just going to sit down into the movement and then right back up. So again, just a nice simple movement. A lot of our clients that come to us that have bad knees or bad hips, I'll always get them to do this, within reason, because it puts their legs at a much less of an angle. So you can see, we got it roughly about 90 degrees here. A lot of people find that that's a lot more sustainable than doing a squat how they might normally do it. And so that being the case, off we go. So again, just a nice simple movement. You can see my arms are straight. There's tension on the straps. I'm leaning back. If you do find that the legs or the knees aren't ready to go down quite that low, then just start nice and shallow. Find a range that does feel comfortable. And over time, as you progress, you're going to be able to increase your range as well as the strength through those thighs. Now with this one, or with these exercises, the closer your feet get to the anchor point, regardless of which way you're facing, the more resistance you're going to be able to add to the exercise or to your body. So to start with, I'm just going to spin around. And now I'm all the way back into a push-up or chest press position. So from here, I'm just going to walk my feet back a little bit. I'm going to keep my hands out shoulder width. As I bring my hands and elbows out to the side, my body's going to come forward. And then I'm just going to push back, just like if you were doing a push-up or a push-up against a wall. Now, if you do find that the straps are rubbing on your shoulders or your arms and it starts to annoy or irritate, just take your hands up a little bit higher, and you'll notice now that the straps don't even touch. A nice clearance. And so there's no rubbing, there's no irritating. And now if I want to make that a little bit more challenging, I'm just going to take my feet back a little bit further. Now, as we mentioned, with this one, as you progress and get better at it, you'll probably find that you can get your feet to the wall. Excuse me. And hence the plate, that's there. And away we go. If you start to fatigue, and you just make it a little bit easier. And that's how quickly it is or easy it is to adjust the exercise. And then we're going to spin back around. Now you'll notice I spun towards you and went back that way. If I then spun away, you'll notice that the straps get all tangled up. I haven't let go of the handles at all, but I can just spin right back around, and the tags are back to facing, then there's no twisting through the straps, and it saves you having to sort of, fuddle around, trying to adjust the handles that way. Third exercise we're going to cover is just a row. So again, we're going to start, feet forward a little bit, leaning back, and just pulling yourself forward. So again, nice and simple. Now we have a few clients here that do have arthritis in their fingers. So they might find that holding on to the handles for a period of time cause a little bit of discomfort. So what we have found is that we just slide hands through and then just grab the strap itself. And some people find that much easier on their hands. And just to do it that way. If that's what you feel comfortable with, by all means. They are nice, thick, rubberized handles, so they are very comfortable in your hands. A lot of people are a bit concerned, well, what if I'm going to fall back? Trust yourself. Not everything's just going to stop straight away. If you're not sure, start fairly upright and just move within a comfortable range. And as you build up that trust, because I know Mark's done a great job in putting that wall mount up on the wall. It's not coming off. He said you'll have to pull the wall down before it comes off. And just go at your own pace. Natural instincts, if you are going to fall back, one, your hands are just going to come out, but you're going to put your foot back. So don't do anything that you don't feel comfortable with. Always train and exercise in a safe manner within your means. If you want to do a few other exercises, apart from those three, one simple adjustment is just changing the angle of your hands. So if you twist or turn your hands about 45 degrees and bring your elbows out 45 degrees from your body, you'll notice how that feels different through your back. Then we target more through that upper middle back. If we rotate them a little bit more so that their palms are face down, keep those elbows up nice and high, we can work through your shoulders and your neck. Strengthen those, help improve your posture. If we flip the hands over, keep the elbows up. Bring your hands up over your temples, up to your ears. We can now work through the arms. If If you want to bring one leg at the back. And now just in for a nice simple lunge. Again, tension on the straps. My arms are out straight, so it's helping to keep me balanced. We'll swap legs. Now you notice I just readjusted. You want to make sure that that foot is in line with the anchor point. And again, getting down nice and low. If you want to take it up a notch again, you just lift that back foot up off the floor. And when you're done with them, you go right back into a squat. Again, very versatile. That was basically just a quick look into the TRX systems, but it just goes to show that you don't need a lot of equipment to get a great workout. I always suggest these, since we've had these on board probably the last 8, 9, 10 years. I love them. I get so much out of them. You know, heart rate gets up. They allow you to move in a very natural range and also takes a lot of the pressure off the joints. Have fun with them. As you progress and as you get better at them, if you see myself, Nick, Mitch, Ed, Brandy, you know, floating around or have any questions, you know, feel free. You know, we'll allow them. We can take you through. I know the guys, when they do their circuit classes, they've been looking forward to incorporating these. So you guys are going to have a lot of fun with them. Again, I hope that's giving you an idea of how to, excuse me, on how to use these to get you started, because they are so versatile. We've only covered, you know, 6 or 7 exercises. I could give you hundreds of them. But have fun, train smart, get the results. Let me know how you go with them. And yeah, all the best. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye for now.